I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol, it doesn't move me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out of you?
My mother decided that I was old enough to go someplace on my own, and so I was allowed to go to the library. I felt so grown up, so delighted that to this day, I go to any school, I visit with merrilee, where's the library? I have to, Charlie always wants to go to the stadium.
I went to Yale and went out for football and ended up, I was a halfback on the football team that was big nationally ranked, and biggest thing that happened to me was in one of the big games, 50,000 people in the bowl, I caught the opening kickoff and ran for a touchdown. Still have my picture, I don't know where it is now because we moved down here and the pictures and everything. Picture in the New York Times, front page. Charlie Keller, grades, was there, got to be in the Torch Honor Society, the top 15 students at Yale, and Senior Society and everything else. So I had a marvelous time at Yale.
What was so marvelous to you about Yale?
Well, I was a little kid out of Glenridge High School. They were impressed, so impressed that when I graduated from Yale, they asked me to speak at the graduation, that anybody could get it, that nobody could ever get into Yale from Glenridge. And so I got into Yale, and not only that, but became a well-known football player. I ran in track. I won the Ivy League Sprint Championships. But I also was in the honor societies and the senior class council. Yale I jumped into the water and Yale said, wonderful. So it made me a different person. I came out instead of a rube, I'm at Glenridge High School, little athletes trying to do things. I was a different person. I knew all these people at Yale and famous names. They all became more famous than I, which irritates me, but Yale was a great place for me.
Well, when it was time for me to hunt colleges, we of course went to Wellesley. And I burst into tears. I just said, Mother, I can't go here. It isn't for me. So that was hard. Mother said, I don't care, blah, blah. She was so nice with it, she didn't care. So we went and looked over. I won't go into all the schools we went to, but we looked over a lot. And one woman said to me, you know, you should look at Bennington. And so Mother and I, after looking at Sarah Lawrence, which was also another liberal school, so we went up and we arrived at sunset. And here, well, you don't know the Bennington campus, but it's very beautiful. And it's in Vermont, and it's like in a flat land with the hills in the back. It's beautiful. And we arrived, and here are all these kids and everything. Both of us just looked at us. Oh, this is marvelous. End of story. I went to Bennington and loved it.